At power forward, Patrick Williams. At shooting guard, Kyrie Irving. At the other forward position, Keldon Johnson. At center, Daniel Gafford. At the other guard position, Luka Doncic. The head coach of the visiting team is Jason Kidd. Minneapolis, it's time to hear you holler for your Minnesota Timberwolves. Manning the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 25, Carson. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 34, Jaden McDaniels. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 43, Walton. At the shooting guard position, at 6'3", number 5, Anthony Edwards! At the other guard position, at 6'6", number 19, the head coach of your home team, stands your Minnesota Timberwolves.
And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season. Looking at the starting 5 for the Dallas Mavericks. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Williams is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. And it's prime time in at the 1 spot. What's not to love about opening day, Grant? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
And here's Doncic outside. Wingate pulls it in. Here's prime time. Poke loose. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Here's Doncic. From the arc. The Mavericks rebound. For 3. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with the Timberwolves head coach. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. Prime time. Can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And here's Doncic outside. Another miss by Doncic.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's prime time. Guarded by Doncic. Prime time. No good on the 3. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Doncic passes to Irving. Oh, good D by Edwards.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
The shot's good.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Pass to Gafford. McDaniels against Johnson. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Outside, Williams. Over McDaniels. Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Primetime. Drills it from deep. Primetime's got 5.
Well, he was able to get the shot he wanted at the arc, and sometimes the right setup is all a guy needs.
Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
Pass to Walton. The 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Outside, Williams. Now here's Gafford. Inside. And Doncic with the jam.
Going on the attack, Luka doesn't give them a chance to get between him and the rim.
To the inside. Here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Fades away. The shot by Johnson, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Primetime. Give him 8. And that misses. That would have put him up. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Doncic. Outside for Irving. The three-pointer, no good. And Minnesota with possession here. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
This is a team they faced and overcame in last year's playoffs.
Mavericks shooting 33% in the first quarter. Outside, Williams. Back to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Primetime. To the middle. Here's Wingate. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Doncic passes to Williams. Outside Irving. The putback. No good that time. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 12-4 run. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Williams.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw tonight.
First team foul. That's all you.
Mavericks trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And Dallas calls time here.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Get back for your Timberwolves dancers.
Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. The Mavericks second.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Williams passes to Gafford to the paint. Here's Doncic, and he converts the layup. Doncic has got 7 points.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
From 10 feet away, Gafford grabs the miss.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Doncic into the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And just a tenacious play by Doncic, driving right into the defense and drawing a foul while shooting.
Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Doncic. So for Dallas, Jones, he's checked in for Johnson, and it's Hardy in for Irving. Here's prime time. 11 points in the game. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Doncic passes to Williams. High post Gafford. Here's Jones. Over McDaniels. Jones misses. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's prime time. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Knox, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Hardy. And here's Gafford, still without a bucket. Here's Hardy. 5 on the clock. Here's Knox. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Nimhart, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Mavericks shooting poorly, just 30% so far. On the court right now for Dallas. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Herb Jones out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Williams in at the center position, locking down the middle. Yep, count it.
I love the competitive edge Johnson plays with, scoring on the D with tenacity.
Here's prime time. Offline with a 3. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Irving up top. Down low. Oh, Doncic playing above the rim.
And just a terrific look from Irving. He has the awareness to spot the wide open man.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's prime time. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Prime time. He's got 16 points now. And here's Doncic outside. The Luka 3. Money.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
Here's prime time. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Irving. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Off with the layup. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Just 4 to shoot. On the wing quickly. From behind the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Luka Doncic is in elite company. Coach Jason Kidd said he's in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, Kobe, the best to ever do it. He's doing something that Dallas has never seen, breaking all the records that stand up in front of him. He is a winner, and he will win multiple championships when it's all said and done. High praise, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Jones. Johnson with it. Doncic outside. Lets it fly. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Doncic has got 7 points here in the quarter. And the Timberwolves call time here. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Count it. Good.
Tremendous individual play. I mean, challenging the heart of that defense.
Pass to Jones. And here's Johnson to the middle. Doncic right side. Here's Williams. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
To the inside, quickly. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Quickly's got his second bucket on the night. Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic passes to Johnson. Outside, Williams. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line. A free throw drops for Williams.
Williams taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Here's prime time, guarded by Doncic. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Williams. And now the Mavs on the run. Deflected. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Williams. And here's Doncic outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Walton. Stolen by Jones. Irving looking around. Dallas no good that time either.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Fades. Walton's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
And when he puts it all together, look at the kind of night Luka can have. Wow.
And Minnesota calls time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question. And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yeah, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Doncic. Inside, here's Wingate. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 6-point Minnesota lead.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Primetime passes to Walton. Here's Primetime. To the paint. Here's Wingate. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Gafford's checked in. So it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll step away briefly, but gets you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Mavericks, 50 seconds.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. And it's prime time and at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Inside, here's Walton. And the layup is good off the glass. Walton's got his first basket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Mavericks trail by 5. Irving, pass to Williams. Back to Irving. Pass to Williams. Irving with it. Guarded by Edwards. To the middle. Here's Doncic. He got a piece of it. Here's prime time. He's guarded by Irving. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. McDaniels. The shot from the low post is good. And it's a 7-point Minnesota lead.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Here's Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Irving against Edwards. Outside Irving. Here's Johnson. Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look. The intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
And Walton gets it to go.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. On the wing, Irving. Back to Doncic. Over Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole that is Stan Van Gundy.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Jones, he's checked in for Dallas. And the second free throw is good. Here's Primetime. 23 points in the game. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Six on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Wingate. Second chance effort. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Irving. Outside, Williams. To the inside. In the paint, Luka!
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Here's primetime. Mavericks with a rebound. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Here's primetime, guarded by Doncic. And he makes it. Primetime's got 25 points in the game.
He's a taller guy for the 1 spot, and as we just saw, he puts that length to good use.
Pass to Gafford. Now Williams. Outside Irving. Now Doncic. Fires the 3. Here's Gafford. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Here's primetime. He's got 25. Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. The triple hit for Edwards.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
It's stolen away. Down low. Here's Walton. And he banks in the layup. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Time called here. The Mavericks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Quickly, it's checked in for Edwards. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. Number 1, Minnesota.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their 3-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the 3-ball is nowadays in our game.
Gafford passes to Williams. Now here's Doncic. He's got 24. And here's Gafford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside. They get it back. That shot is off. Minnesota leading by 8. From outside the arc. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the dunk by Gafford.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Prime time. It's good. Prime time's got 10 points in the quarter.
I just love the ball movement.
Mavericks trail by 11. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's deflected.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Second personal foul. First team.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
The first one falls. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've...
The Mavericks trailing. On the court right now for Dallas. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. Johnson is out there with Herb Jones. And it's Gafford in at the center position, locking down the middle. Can't tie it up. That one misses. Well, the Timberwolves shooting a fantastic 57%. Pass to Walton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Walton's got 10 points here in the second half.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Doncic passes to Gafford. Now here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the coaching staff encourages Johnson to take initiative. When he does this, he draws the defense's attention.
Keldon Johnson taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Inside, here's primetime.
Timberwolves fouls. Walton. 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Right side Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, great finish from Johnson, leaving no room for error with the slam.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Here's primetime. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Outside Jones. Back to Doncic. Off target from the baseline. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's primetime. Just 5 on the clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Johnson. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, hey, that's using all of the shot clock, right? Edwards beats the buzzer.
Pass to Gafford. Jones with the ball. Outside Irving. Outside Johnson. 4-3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. To the middle. Here's Walton. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
Pass to Doncic. Can they get it? And he lays it in. Doncic has got 33 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's primetime, covered by Johnson, and it's in there. Primetime's got 15 points here in the second half.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Gafford in the post. Kicks it to Doncic. It's tipped, and they'll get another chance. And they're running. Pass to Walton from the wing. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Johnson passes to Gafford. Now Jones. Count the baskets.
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Pass to Wingate. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Looking to end this cold spell. And the layup by Irving.
And the handles Kyrie has are out of this world. He uses them so well in screen and roll action.
Here's primetime. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Jones. Gafford with the ball. Doncic outside. And here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Back to Doncic. The three. Wingate pulls it in. Wingate's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Primetime's got 40 points.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Jones, the pass to Gafford. Outside Johnson. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves lead by 13. Pass to Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Here's primetime. It's Edwards on the wing. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Oh, got that one up quick. Doncic has got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. It's a 16-point game. Picked his pocket. And now the T-Wolves on the break.
Stay there.
With the teardrop, Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Unloads from 13. And it's Doncic missing. The Timberwolves lead by 16. Pass to Dillingham. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
The Mavericks shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Irving, the pass to Jones. Back to Irving. Over Dillingham. Irving, no good. Minnesota has gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Here's primetime. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Jacks up a 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist of the night.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
3-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Now Jones, back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Dillingham with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's primetime. He's guarded by Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Primetime's got 48.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Mavericks trail by 20. Pass to Gafford. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And that one good.
Assisted Luka Doncic.
Here's prime time. Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Blocked! Here's prime time. Fires for three. And the rebound goes to Dallas. To the inside. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Let's see it, girls.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. The Timberwolves lead by 18. Here's prime time. Minnesota again missing. Dallas has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Doncic. They get it again. Uses the glass on the layup. Gafford's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's prime time. No good from outside. Mavericks trail by 16. To the paint. And Doncic hammers it home.
What you admire most about Kyrie is his creativity. He sees the floor so well and sets up his teammates effortlessly.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
And a misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Doncic right side. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. 1:19 left in the final quarter. That three's off the mark. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Gafford. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Gafford's got 12 points in just the second half. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
They looked to run any time they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for primetime.
Throwing up the trip dub, his talent and versatility shining through. But also just the sheer endurance. He went non-stop from the opening tip. No debate there. He got hammered.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Gills checked in for the Mavericks. Knox comes in for Irving. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.